What is up, guys? I'm Daddy Gamer Fred, back again with another Pokemon Go news update video. And this news is coming from Pokemon Go News on Twitter. I'm gonna have a link to the Twitter account so you guys can check them out. But today they posted this a couple of minutes ago, a little less than a half an hour ago, little more than half an hour ago, excuse me. It says Pokemon Go. New warning screens targeting players using third-party apps, cheating / location mocking. You must uninstall them to continue. It says, from the Pokemon Go game, we have detected software that can interfere with our operations of Pokemon Go on your device. This includes applications that falsify your location using unauthorized software that can directly impact Pokemon Go is a violation of Niantic's terms of service and can result in the loss of your account. You will need to uninstall any such applications in order to continue your gameplay. Now, the community is very split on this as far as people who enjoy Pokemon Go for what it is and, play the game without cheating, to the people who do cheat and spoof, and to their defense, they're like, oh, I can't, go out. I can't spend the day going out, walking around, catching Pokemon. Some Pokemon are region exclusive. I can't find them. I use a, server to find out where they at, and pop up where they at, and catch them. And I feel good, playing on my PC, this, that, and the third. Again, even though there's no such thing as a gray area, per se, let's create this scenario of robbing a bank, right? Someone robbing a bank is robbing a bank. It's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Compared to the person who's going in the bank to use it for its services, someone going in and robbing it just because they wanted to do good with the money, kind of is still wrong. Like, even if you wanted to do something good, and I know that's extreme, comparing a spoofer to robbing a bank, but I just had to explain the fact that there is no gray area when you're breaking terms of service, when you're basically doing something wrong. Now, mind you, I do know people who do spoof. I speak to them all the time, daily, and they talk about, how fun it is to them to spoof for a day, and they forget about the app the next day. And then when something new pops up and they do jump on it and spoof, and they go, oh, why didn't you just do this? Oh, you didn't catch me too? I got them. I got 6 of them. And I always be like, you're cool, right, for catching me too. I think I'm fine with not having any legendaries, and just enjoying the game as I, walk the dog, walk with my daughter, to the park, pull out Pokemon Go, catch a few Pokemon. I'm enjoying it like that, and that's how I, basically intake my Pokemon Go. It's a free game. It has microtransactions, but I don't partake in that. I'm not a big spender as far as spending money on a free to play game, but that's save that for another conversation. My thoughts on cheating in Pokemon Go, again, is the idea of there is no gray area. You could be doing it for because you are in a location, because there are no Pokestops around you and you need to, or whatever the case may be. And I'm no one to say that you shouldn't have the right to, play a game if you wanted to. By all means, keep trying. And I think that is the best way, kinda. I always say that a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Now, people who don't cheat enjoy the game, and a lot of people always bring up, I even seen it in this tweet right here, saying, someone stating that, it doesn't impact the players who don't cheat. It doesn't impact the players who don't cheat, who cheat. And it's not true. It says prepare to lose 80% of your players after doing this, and I don't think 80% of players are cheating, but it could be wrong. And then he also jumps on the thing, because this guy said happy to see him gone. He says, other than satisfying themselves with easy Pokemon catching. They do not affect the game for others, and that's not true. I done 100% can say that's not true. People who cheat and then take over gyms, affecting the game for others. People who cheat and then Niantic has to use their resources into battling those cheaters, into taking those cheaters out of the game, into coming up with defense walls and stuff to basically do this, take out cheaters. It costs them money, it costs them manpower when they could be focusing on other stuff in the game. Now mind you, they could totally probably leave cheaters alone and it probably won't affect the game that much. With overload servers, yeah, that can affect Pokemon Go, especially with Pokemon Go. With as much players are playing, you don't want people that are cheating overflowing the servers with dummy accounts and stuff like that. And again, that is another reason why how cheaters could impact players who are playing, who are miles away from someone that is cheating. And again, the way I feel about it is that people who are gonna cheat in Pokemon Go, they probably gonna watch this video and cheat anyway, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with you making your own decisions, and if that involves cheating in Pokemon Go, by all means. I'm again don't believe in a gray area, but I do believe in speaking up for what you believe in, and especially if that means cheating in Pokemon Go. If you feel like that's how you have to get your opinion across in playing a free to play game, and you feel it's unfair that you can't access a couple of things in the game because of your area, because of your region, so you must cheat, by all means cheat, because in you doing so, you are basically showing Niantic that there's something wrong with the game as far as their ability to make sure there isn't no cheaters, but also you showing Niantic that there is a market for people who kind of want to have access to the game, that are in areas that they can't, that in areas that they don't have Pokestops, that are in areas that they don't have these region exclusive Pokemon. They don't have this Safari Zone event going to their town, to catch Chansey and Mr. Mime and stuff like that. And yeah, that can upset a lot of the players. So they result to stuff like cheating. So if it is 80%, and then again, I'm just going off someone's tweet, but if it is 80% of the fan base, you would think that Niantic would do stuff to basically help people that are cheating, to make them non-cheaters, to migrate them to the good side, if there is a good side. I don't want to say good or bad. I kind of don't like calling people out good or bad for whatever reason. I kind of keep it wrong and right, just like the bank idea, and there's no gray area in between, even though you could be doing it for the right reasons. So I could rob a bank today for my daughter. Hey, it's for the right reasons, right? But it doesn't make it right. But again, what I'm trying to just say and get across is that use all of your platforms, all of your all of the ways that you can speak up about how you want Pokemon Go to change for the better for everyone, is to speak up. Go on Twitter, speak about it. Pokemon has a very friendly Facebook page where you can go up and basically talk your BS to the Pokemon company, to the Pokemon Go, and to Niantic as well, and basically express your opinion to them. And yeah, you might be one in a million people who do this, but that takes a toll. There's someone sitting there in an office somewhere, and that person probably has no power, but they do breeze over these emails, these tweets, these Facebooks, and it gets to the point where it's a domino effect, that it's on one person's desk and it doesn't stay there. It goes to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. Yes, by the time it gets to the person on top, it's probably a couple of months away, and it probably won't even affect the plans that they have for Pokemon Go. But the point is, closed mouth doesn't get fed, and that's what I'm trying to just kind of say, is that there's again a lot of issues with a lot of games, and people speak up about these issues and about what is wrong about the games and what needs to be fixed, and it's up to the developer to take action to make these changes. One of these, a great example is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They dropped a trailer where they had horrible looking face animations with Chun-Li and Dante. Now, mind you, they basically heard the feedback of the fans and went back to the drawing board and redid those faces, because it was not only it was needed, but it looked so bad that the fans were basically so upset and voicing their opinion, and it was so much of the fan base voicing their opinion to that one side, saying that you guys need to change this, that they did. And mind you, that game was shown off early, so they probably already had the faces changes in development cycle already, and that was just the version of the game that we've seen with the bad faces. But again, it goes to show that if there is something that the developer can fix, like spawning Pokemon more, or adding a few more Pokestops, again, it has to be voiced for them to actually know. So again, when I do see stuff like this come up and people ask me, what are your thoughts on cheating? Like, I know people who cheat in Pokemon Go, and are they wrong for that? The way I play Pokemon Go, I go to the park, I catch Pokemon. I go with my daughter or whatever, we go to the mall, I'm catching Pokemon. But it's not, to me, a must fulfill, catch every legendary. There's legendaries that's gone that I would never be able to catch because I don't do raid battles, unless I'm doing them by myself. And you can't raid battle a Lugia. I learned that the hard way. But again, what I'm trying to just say is, if you're gonna play how you want to play, enjoy how you wanted to enjoy it. A lot of people say the Pokemon community is very toxic. I like to, not to say I don't believe that, I do see that every day. I try to again, stay away from it as much as possible, and again, play how you want to play. If you're gonna cheat, go ahead. Just know that Niantic is knocking on your door, knocking on your device, and basically telling you you can't play. And again, if you have to find a different third-party app, go ahead and do so. Niantic will probably find a way to block that as well. But again, it's only voicing your opinion is the only way to make change, and we see that across the board, not just in video games, in everything in life. And I always say that to people I used to work with as well. I was used to be like, they were like, oh, it sucks. I want to raise, I want to be doing this, that, and the third. And I always say, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about it, because if you just mumble it to me under your breath, that's not how we're gonna sit down and talk about your raise. We're gonna sit down and talk about your raise when you actually imply it to something, like why you are worth more now. And again, the more you continually bring up this conversation of Pokemon Go, it's unfair. I think Niantic will not break, but will offer options and solutions, and I feel like they have been doing that as far as offering events and stuff and bringing region exclusive Pokemon overseas and stuff like that. I think they've been doing a okay job. They could be doing a little bit more, but again, if they have to spend time and resources battling cheaters, they don't have time to put time and resources into other stuff. So again, it's a very touchy topic. I don't want to be long-winded. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you fall on cheating in Pokemon Go? Are you one of these people who are going to cheat anyway? Are you like me, who only plays casually and just plays to fill out your Pokédex, maybe take over a gym if it's easy enough, maybe do a raid if it's easy enough, and enjoy the little bit of time that you do spend with the game? I do enjoy covering it on this channel. To me, it's one of the, again, a game I play every day, a game I play every time I travel. So I do enjoy it. But I do understand when people are upset of, you know, certain stuff that goes on in the game. I know I get kind of upset when, you know, in the base games, the RPGs, they have events that are Japan only, and I do know, you know, in due time those events will travel over to the US, but it does kind of make me feel sour when I do read the headlines and it's like, oh, this event, oh, it's a dope Sioux Valley event, oh, it's only happening in Japan, oh great. So again, let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Either way, how do you fall? What do you think we need to do as a community to solve this issue? If there isn't even a issue to solve, let me know in the comment section below. If you feel me, I'm Daddy Gamer Fred on Instagram and Twitter. Like always, you can bring this conversation there. I'm the American Gamer in Switzerland right here on YouTube. And yes, I'm gonna be doing a ton of these Pokemon Go news update videos. This one was kind of a news update, but kind of my opinion on it. And that's how I kind of like to do these videos. It's just voice my opinion. So please leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'm Daddy Gamer Fred. Peace. I'm going to see you guys on the next Pokemon Go news update video. And by all means, cheater, not cheater, spoofer, non-spoofer. Let's just all enjoy the game. Peace.